PU2 aspirants, did your midterm chemistry exam didn't go the way you expected? Even after putting 100% of efforts, the marks that you got were not satisfactory? Don't worry, this often happens. But in this video, I am going to tell you the next 4-month strategy that you can follow so that in final exams you can get very good marks. So let's start this video and let me tell you what all things we have in today's video. First of all, how to analyze your midterm paper. Second, fixing your goals. Third, we will talk about 120 days breakdown. Then I'll also give you month-wise plan, chapter-wise weightage, best resources, how to study chemistry, then revision strategy, and the most important mock test strategy. Okay, so let's start here from the very beginning, that is analysis of midterm. So if you see the midterm paper, I have also made the solution of Bangalore South paper. What I found was that you have to now analyze your marks. Okay, so if you have got 80% above, that means above 56 plus, then you are strong in this subject. But if you have got between 35 to 55, then you are moderate, or this subject you need more practice. But if you have got below 35, then you are really weak in this chapter and you have to put extra efforts, extra time to make this your strongest subject. So now what you have to do is to analyze your midterm paper, see your marks, okay, and just put down this chemistry subject in which category, whether it is strong, moderate or weak. You have to, based on your marks, you have to analyze and you have to give a level to this chapter, to this subject, okay. Now after that, you have to categorize the chapters on the basis of difficult, moderate and easy chapters. So there were 6 chapters, if I know: solutions, electrochemistry, DNF block, coordination, haloalkanes and alcohols. So just find out in which chapter out of these 6 chapters where you lost mark more, where you means where you got full marks, where you lose marks. So based on that, characterize or put a level to the chapters as difficult, easy and moderate. After this, what you have to do, now I have also seen the chemistry question paper and I have also made a detailed video on that. But what I found was the paper, there was no out of syllabus questions. Okay, that means if I study my syllabus 100% properly, I will be able to answer all the questions. Second thing, 1 marker questions where some of their which were little bit from the unexpected topics, but still it was not out of the syllabus. So that tells me that if I only read the previous year questions, then I might not get full marks. I have to also go in detail, in depth of the chapter. Next, for organic, the 5 marker questions were very, very predictable. Okay, they were very easy questions. Inorganic chemistry, 3 markers questions were very easy and predictable. The point where I found the questions were little bit on the tougher side was 3 marker theory questions. Okay, there were certain questions which were quite unexpected or not the questions which we have seen before. Next, 3 marker numerical, they followed the same pattern. There was no difficult question. Even the questions were exactly from the question bank, right? Now this was our conclusion from the midterm paper. Now what we have to do, our goal. So I'm telling you, you have to fix a goal that all of you will work hard to get a centum in PU2 chemistry. Okay, and this is possible if you watch this video till the end and strategize your preparation accordingly. So please hashtag centum. I want everybody to put in the comment section so that you are ready to put. Whether you will get or not is different thing. First of all, you need to think big. You need to think that yes, I can get 100 out of 100 in chemistry. So if you are thinking like that, if you have that belief, if you are ready, and I'm telling you this is simply achievable. Even if you have got less than 35 marks in midterm, still it is possible. I am telling you that. Okay, and I will make sure that you get this mark. But the only thing is you need to have belief on yourself. So just put down a comment, hashtag centum, if you are ready to crack this chemistry subject. Okay, now coming forward, we will talk, okay, before moving forward, I'll tell you something which is very important for you also. You know your KCET and COMEDK exams are going on. So for that, we have launched our online crash course on your request. So the crash course name is KC90 online crash course, and here you will be getting the complete syllabus coverage for PU1 and PU2, chapter-wise PYQs, DPPs, live doubt solving classes, and the most important thing here is also that you will be getting free test series for your PU2 boards as well. Okay, you will be getting the test series for KCET, COMEDK, as well as you will be getting for PU2 also. Okay, so that will help you to secure good marks in your final board exams as well. Okay, so let's see the prices here. If you have want to take for both KCET and COMEDK, you have to pay 9,999. Only KCET, it is 5,999. Only COMEDK, it is 5,999. Okay. So the link is there in the description section. You can click on the link and visit the website and check all the details. Now moving forward to our 120 days breakdown. Okay, so if you see, we have total 10 chapters. Okay, how much time left? November, December, January, February. Almost 4 months are left. So what is our 4-month plan? So in the month of November, you have to complete 5 chapters. In the month of December, you have to complete 5 chapters. In January, you have to do revision and PYQs. In January, revision and PYQs, and in February, you have to do practical exams. You have to focus on that, and you have to prepare for your final board exams and do multiple revisions and attempt mock test here. Okay. Now let's see the month-wise plan here. So in the month of November, you have to complete these chapters: solutions plus electrochemistry, haloalkanes and haloarenes, alcohols, phenols, ethers, aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acid. These are the 5 chapters that you need to complete. Now coming to the month of December. In the month of December, amines and biomolecules, then DNF block, coordination compounds, electrochemistry, chemical kinetics. Electrochemistry is repeated here because it is a big chapter. Once you have completed here, you need to revise this chapter again and again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. All the 10 chapters are covered, right? So you can see there are very less portion. If you give 1 week for 1 chapter, then also you will be able to complete the syllabus. So you have enough time. You don't have to worry at all. Okay, now moving forward to after the month of December, in the month of January to March, what you have to do. So in the month from January to March, you have to revise by solving maximum number of questions from the sample papers. Okay, so board will be, just a minute. Yeah, so board will be releasing the sample papers or model question papers. You have to finish all of them in the month of January. So I will take this in the month of January or February. Okay, in this month. Write down the answers in points. Always when you are writing the mock test, answers should be in bullet points. Underline the important terms. So when you are practicing the mock test, these things you have to incorporate. Okay, you have to have a practice of doing in this way. Next, mark the questions you are not able to attempt, revisit the topic, re-attempt the same question later. Okay, so you have to mark those questions which you are not doing correctly. Next, for practicals, you can watch videos in our channel. It is already there. You can watch that and just prepare for your practicals. Now coming to next thing, that is chapter-wise weightage. So you can see the chapter-wise weightage and which are the high weightage topics: solutions, electrochemistry, kinetics. Then we have 12, 13 and 12 marks. DNF block is having 10 marks, coordination chemistry 11, haloalkanes 9, alcohols 10, aldehydes 12, amines and biomolecules 7 and 9. So make sure almost all the chapters are of equal weightage. I want you to put equal efforts for all the chapters. Okay. Now coming to the next one, what are your study resources? The first one, very important, is your NCERT. You have to read NCERT line by line, and when you read NCERT, you also need to solve the in-text questions, okay, and examples. These 2 things you have to solve for every chapter. Next, NCERT exemplar, you just need to use it for MCQs, okay. You can just practice little bit of more MCQs. This is again not mandatory, okay. Next, short notes, your own short notes should be there for quick revision. PYQs chapter wise. So from where we will get this one? this one you will get from Jivit book. Okay, you will also get from Oswald, but I personally have used this book, Jivit publication. It is very good book. A lot of questions are there, so you can definitely practice this one. Next, blueprint and model test papers that will be released by the PU board, and this question list. What is this question list? So every chapter important questions, okay, one list should be there, that these are the most important questions. So when you do these PYQs, right, you will understand that which question has been repeated again and again for years to years. So just note down those questions and keep that question list. So that is your last minute revision. At least these questions you should revise. So you can see here, so like this you should have I can say a question list where you have just written, say I can say VSA 1 marker certain questions, 3 markers what are the questions in coordination compounds. I have make a note of this one. So I'll get questions from VVT, I'll get for d orbital splitting, some definitions, Werner's theory. So these are the most important questions from this chapter. So similarly for every chapter you can make a question list. How will you make this? Based on the PYQs that you have solved. Okay, next is what? How to study organic chemistry. This is very important because organic chemistry you have to remember a lot of things and we get confused a lot. First of all, you have to read the chapter line by line. Okay, then you have to make flowcharts for methods of preparation and chemical reactions. So you can see like this, for example, here there is reactions of haloarenes. So in one particular flowchart I have drawn all the reactions. So like this you have to draw a flowchart for each and every. For alcohols, preparation reactions, 2 flowcharts. Phenols, preparation reaction, 2 flowcharts. Ethers, 2 flowcharts. Aldehydes and ketones, carboxylic acid. Similarly for every functional group, 2 flowcharts should be ready with you. Okay, next, list of reagents and name reactions. Chapter wise you should make a list of all the name reactions and reagents. List of all the mechanisms, chapter wise you should note it down. Next, definitions and reasoning questions. So when you do, there will be a certain questions like why haloarenes are less reactive, why aldehydes are more reactive than ketones. So these reasoning questions also you can have a list. Next, solve all the in-text questions, exercise questions and exemplar questions. And here when I say exemplar, I just mean the MCQs. Okay. Next, revise daily and give a test every Sunday. This is very, very important. You need to revise on a regular basis the organic chemistry, otherwise you will forget. And when I'm telling you give a test, which test you can give here? Try to give test on conversion questions. There are plenty number of conversion questions in your NCERT exercise, in your examples. So like for example, how to convert ethene to ethanol. So what is the reagent? So if you practice this conversion questions, your reactions will be on hold. Okay. Next one is the question list. You have to prepare the question list for every chapter. Clear? Moving to the next one, we have physical chemistry. Here also you have to read the chapter first of all line by line. Then you have to make a formula sheet for every chapter. Then identify the reasoning questions and the values. Some certain values you have to remember, like R value. That may not be given in the question, like Faraday's value. So those things you have to find out, and reasoning questions also you have to note down. Then you have to practice numericals as many as possible. Okay, and from where, what are the sources for your numericals? First of all the examples. Okay, next in-text questions. Okay, next model question papers. Lastly, I have question bank. Okay, so these are the questions, these are the sources from where you can practice the numericals. Next, you have to list down some examples, graphs and derivations. These are important. Laws and their statements you have to remember as it is. Revise once in a week you should to revise. Organic you have to revise daily. Means daily you have to see those flow charts. But physical you can revise on a weekly basis, and question list should be there. Now moving to the next one, that is inorganic chemistry. Here we have 2 chapters, DNF block and coordination. First, you have to definitely read the chapter line by line, very important. Then remember the electronic configuration. Without this, you cannot solve the important questions. Trends and reasoning you should be knowing. Numericals and methods of preparation. Methods of preparation of what? KMnO4 and K2Cr2O7. Next, you have to practice NCERT exercise and PY quiz questions. This also you need to revise weekly, and you need to prepare a question list. Now, moving forward is your revision strategy. So, what is our revision strategy? Okay. Just a minute. Yes. So revise organic chemistry every day. What you will revise here? What you have to revise here? You have to just revise the flow charts. Okay. Next, revise physical and inorganic chemistry weekly. Okay, this week you have revised physical, next week you can revise inorganic, alternative days you can use. And you have to revise using your short notes only, and revise reactions by practicing conversion questions. As I told you, every week if you give test of this conversion questions, your all reactions will be on hold. Next, wrong questions you should also revise regularly. Which questions you are doing wrong, just try to remember those questions again and again. Now talking about the mock test, so give chapter wise test every week till December. Okay, so every week one small chapter wise test. You can just select 5 questions from the chapter that you have studied. For example, November first week you studied solutions and electrochemistry. So from Jivit book, okay, from Jivit book there are so many questions inside the chapter. Just take any 5 questions and solve it. Okay, that's that simple. Next, give physical, inorganic and organic test. Yeah, that is, you have to do separate test. At least solve 10 to 15 model test papers before the exam. So this is from the month of February. Okay, Jan, Feb and March. You have to solve model test or sample papers. You have to always write it in exam condition, and you have to analyze your mistakes and you have to improve on your weak areas. Clear? So yes, once again I would just want to revise, just tell you for this mock test, okay, what I told you, you will be getting enough number of mock tests in this test series, in this crash course. PU2 board test series is also available. Apart from that, KCET, COMEDK crash course is there. KCET, COMEDK test series will also be included. So many things are there. Live doubt solving classes will be there. So definitely you can consider, the link is there in the description section. Let me just repeat the price. If you want to take KCET and COMEDK together, then you have to pay 9,999. If you take only KC 90, 5,999. If you take only COMEDK 90, there it will be 5,999. So if you take the individual courses, then also you will be getting this PU2 test series. Okay, other than that, if you have any doubt, any other problem, do let me know in the comment section. I will definitely address to it. Thank you so much and all the best for your final exams.